Okay, here we are. We're going to try to create a source card in Noodletools. So here we are in our project. We've already created a project. You can see there's a bunch of them here. I'm going to work on G8ZSF spicy foods. So to get to that, I'm going to click on the title of the project, and it will get me to the dashboard for that project. The project's already been filled in with the name and the hypothesis, the research question, etc. Let's click on sources. It's across the top, and this one already has a source card created, so you'll see what it looks like as a finished source card. It basically looks like a citation from that you would use in your works cited list, but we're gonna create a new source, assuming this didn't have one. So click on new source, choose website in this case because we're doing a website, and I'm using a magazine article. So I'm going to click on magazine article as my type of source. Then I'm going to work with my actual article content. If you look across the top, I have a tab for an article from Psychology Today. First step is to copy the link, and back in my Noodletools form it asked for the URL, so I'll paste that in there. This is similar to what you do when you're using EasyBib or something, but Noodletools is giving you the chance to really build these citations yourself rather than just letting the EasyBib machine do it for you. So the first thing it asks is the most recent date of access. So I'm going to click on today because that's the most recent date. You can change the date if you want. Name of the container website, rarely included. So we'll skip that. We're going to go right to the article information. So let's go to the article information. First thing it asks is the author. Do I have an author? I do in this case. You're lucky if you have an article with an author because, generally that's going to be a better quality kind of article because you're able to know information about the author, which we know is important when you're evaluating a website, right? So I'm going to put the author's name in. Oops. I copied it, so I'm going to paste it in. It's a little easier. Should be easier. Paste. And obviously Jordan is the first name. I'm going to take the other part, cut that, paste the middle name. Take the last name. You could type it in if you wanted to. Okay, you notice that she had PhD, but it tells you we don't use PhD as a suffix. If I type it in, it will give me a warning message. It says do not include professional titles such as MD, PhD, or DD. So I'm going to delete that and leave it. Next piece is the article title. If I go back to my article, the title is Why Does Drinking Milk Ease the Pain of Eating Spicy Food, and no almond milk won't do this job. I'm going to copy that. You'll also notice at the very top, the tab, that usually gives you the title of the article too. You can see in little letters at the top of the tab it says, Why Does Drink Go back to Noodletools. Paste the title in. Alright, and there's a little information bubble. It tells me that I should capitalize the first letter of the first word, last word, subtitle, and all principal words. Is there a title within the title? So it gives me a little bit of advice. My subtitle wasn't capitalized, so I'm going to capitalize no almond milk won't, capital W, the is not capitalized because that's a minor word, and job, capitalized J-O-B. Alright, it's done. Next is pages. There are no pages, so I don't have to enter that in. There's no pages in a website article. If I had this in a print magazine, it would have actual page numbers, but there are no page numbers because this is a website and a web page on a website. The magazine, the name of the magazine is Psychology Today. I can take that from the top. I can't, okay, copy the link text. Go back to my Noodletools. I'm going to put that in there. Alright, and volume and issue. If I had a physical magazine, or if the database provided it, I could actually put in a volume and an issue number. I don't have that in this case. Let me make sure. Yeah, see, I don't see any kind of, I don't see that at all. I do see the date that it was published. Posted February 16, 2017, so I may need that. Publication date. Here it is. February 16. So I'm going to paste that in there. Okay, annotation is if I want to write some notes to myself, or if there's any important information that your science teacher or reader might need to know, you can put little notes in there. Usually you don't have to put anything in. So I'm going to finish this up, save it, and that is my first source card and my first site for my Works Cited list. Okay, now from here, just a note, if you click on the little button that says Options, you can now see how the in-text reference would look. And if you read that very, very top thing there, the end of your sentence, and in parentheses, Lewis and the page number. We don't have page numbers, so it says if the website does not provide page numbers from the original print source, omit the page numbers from your text reference. And if you scroll down that page, it gives you some other examples of how to do parenthetical in-text citations. Okay, that's that. So you've now created your first source card. Looks similar to that one, but has a little bit more detail. When I'm ready to share that with my teacher or print it out, I can click on Print or Export, and this is how I can view the citation in a Word document. I'll quickly do that just to show you. There's my document, and you'll see my citations show up in a document already ready for a Works Cited page. Okay, the first one is my second attempt at making that citation, and you can see it's more complete because it has the author name and the dates and everything. So that first one would be the correct citation. Okay, so that's that. That's how you create a source card in Noodletools. See you for next one.